on VOS TV. This now a presenter for the health show, Salome Heights. With me today now Miss Bintu Bangura, a specialist anemia nurse, where they work for King's College Hospital in London, one of the very good trusts them now the UK. If you get sick, you go there, you know, say you get for well. So today we get Bintu Naya. For can tell we a bit about anemia. Would there be people and they say, oh, I get anemia, anemic, this and that. What's in this word mean? Now we want to talk about today. Because me don't go salon, I don't do it for 5 months. I don't come. I see lots of things that will happen with people that are anemic. Where before jail they don't say, we don't go hospital, but not to, they say not to hospital sick. Waiting to not to hospital sick, we don't know. But we want to discuss on today. When I share the video, when I invite people them, when I send the link to people that are salon, when I go watch me live on Facebook, when I go on the website, when I go on YouTube and watch me and scatter this news. Because nothing where they kill people that are salon. Because money not they for do blood tests, then just they go back and say they're not see no sick. Just where they touch them. So today now that's what they talk. So they left Miss Bintu for making introduce himself.
Hello, good evening, me family them. Thank you, Salome, for having me tonight. I'm much privileged to be here. My name is Bintu. I'm the lead anemia nurse at King's College Hospital. So I'm here today to talk about anemia management. Thank you very much.
Okay, Bintu, this program we talk, we do for like people that are salon go benefit. So now make we talk Creole for the people that go understand more what they talk about.
Okay.
So we not say the English. We get other people that when are Caucasian the way they because like most of me colleagues and I work, you go see them go tune in, they go begin for make comments. But what we do on VOS TV really not for people that are salon for let them benefit. So if I make we talk the Creole, so I take it as make it even interpret Mende. The other day we get Shabro Posse way talk, we get Timmy Posse way. Just lay emphasis on way to be the talk. So now when they talk about anemia. You go every person they say, I know where they say anemic or I get anemia. What's in anemia?
Well, me family them anemia not a disease, now a blood disorder condition where the blood, you know, your body not they make enough blood. So when your body not they make enough blood, they become anemic due to so many reasons. Anemia can cause because of your age, your sex, in terms of other conditions them like pregnancy, all of these things can cause anemia. So there are different types of anemia, over 400 types of different anemia. But the most common one now where you not get iron in your body. Now the main cause of anemia. And also when you get low B12 deficiency. These are the two main causes where are the main common causes of anemia. Then get other different types of anemia where now most of them, what I can say, hereditary, where you born with them or your family gets them, can cause, so it can pass on down to generation. Then some other anemia, now where, for example, like a chronic anemia where you they bleed, you get other underlying diseases where they cause anemia. Then you also get another acute phase when acute like a blood loss. For example, accident, you lost blood or you go through operation. These are all acute loss of anemia. And anemia, I don't go say na like I say not to disease, na a condition and a complication. Now, like a manifestation of underlying disease, like where you get sick, for example, if you get kidney problem, when you get kidney problem, one of the things that first will come out is anemia. So if you anemia is a complication of some certain condition there or sickness where you get. So if you get problem with your heart, the complication will go be with that now anemia. For example, if you they bleed, like you get bleeding, now you got one of the complications will go come now anemia. So anemia, you can find out everywhere. That way your body not they make enough blood.
Okay, thank you very much, Bintu. I hope say una we don't join we una they listen and pass this message on to we people in a salon, because right now I've been in salon for the past 5 months. And they hear people and they say, I get ulcer, I don't go hospital, I don't get ulcer. I just catch where Miss Bintu the talk say where you get bleeding at the guts go make you suffer from this anemia. So somebody will get ulcer, that acute ulcer, where they're not a leader, they're not a grab, they're always there in pain. So then people themselves can be anemic.
Yes, they are at high risk because of the inflammation at the belly, at the stomach, it make them not they get enough of the iron, the food where they eat, they absorb very well. So because of that, they're always low of iron. Okay. So that the problem that they with people that will get ulcer where the iron absorption is poor.
Okay. You've been taught just not small on say pregnancy. Who then are the people that were actually they at risk of this anemia?
Well, there are lots of people, there are lots of groups where they at risk. For example, picking them, malnutrition, picking them, they high risk of developing, like country like SALONE, the population, especially under 5s, then they at high risk. Pregnant women, they're high risk of becoming iron deficiency anemia. And also, as I mentioned, patients and people that way they get problem with them belly, like ulcer, where they bleed now then gut, where they can get like some disease that way sometimes SALONE they're not able to diagnose them condition and they like Crohn's disease, so then people then they don't know they absorb iron, so then they become anemic all the time. People that way get problem with their kidney, because the kidney now and the hormone they come out for make the red blood cell now with bone marrow. So when you get kidney problem, the hormone they get enough of that hormone they for make the red blood cell. So you always become anemic. When you get problem with your heart, one of the complications for heart problem now anemia. So these are all the factors then people that way they at risk. People that way get cancer back, then they at risk of becoming anemic, because if they get cancer, then they're on treatment. So the treatment, they make them become anemic all the time. And also, people that when they go through surgery, then they're at high risk. So if the iron level low before surgery, they're not take treatment before surgery. After surgery, because you got lost lots of blood, they become anemic. And with pregnant women, then back. Then always then become anemic because then they carry the pikin to full term, then they're high risk of becoming anemic. And even after when they're born, they can become anemic back if they not get treatment for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Bintu. Where we all people them back? Because this for where I understand, where now some food then they back where they eat, where would they get this iron from? But they say as you grow older, you know they eat that kind of way you been they eat. So the food the way they eat now, if they not get that kind of iron inside naturally, you need for they take supplements. But people in a salon, say all this all they do that for pooping in a salon. With people in a salon, if you tell them say go buy supplements, vitamins or minerals, they go take and say, I don't get money for do that. If you want to go, so they tell the people that say, if you go now the cost recovery na Connaught Hospital, they get a small plastic pocket them, where they get all the vitamins inside. They get folic acid inside, multivite, Bico, all the fasole, then get all inside. I can say to me, especially me diabetes patient, I can tell them say because they're all there maybe over 50, 60. I can tell them say once a month, if you're able to treat yourself, you get small thing, go buy that vitamin, they let you take up. Because there was a time where I've been present on homocysteine levels now with blood. If you get good homocysteine level, you be vitamins and all the up to date. Not so fake sick no more they can't hold you. But we get for talk to people in our salon say vitamins are very, very important. Because this anemia way they talk about. So if you get B vitamins then top up now your system, in order to hamburg you. You iron levels them back. Now food they say can give you down there. But if the food not there, you take supplements. Now we not get food the way they do that for we. If we were the obayaso, first and they say spinach, then greens, and then very good in vitamins. The one where they salon they say the vitamin D because they come directly from the sun is very good for them. I just want it go small light on that we aged people them with pregnant woman, they waking lack the iron because me self suffer from that.
Yeah.
And I know say most of me picking so when I get picking then he complain about anything and they so mama can pass her on to in picking, not so.
Yes.
I want to throw small lights on that for we.
Yes, well, we got some women there we then call women in the reproductive age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're also at high risk of iron anemic. One, their monthly cycle, they make them they lose a lot of blood. Then if they get that what they call fibroids, where sometimes a woman then can bleed every month, then they bleed too much. So that fibroids there, it can cause them make them be iron deficient or anemia. And we elderly people, like you mentioned, well, yes, we elderly people as then they go old, their appetites they poor because of sometimes if they're not able for worker, they're not able for reach out to them food, they're not able for mobility in a problem for them. They're not able for go out for go find food, then just they say, well, Allah no eat. And even if they eat, they eat much because they not get the appetite. And also, as with people in the age, they got other comorbidities, them other problems, then we go make they not get appetite. And some of them, the medication they when they take, they make them get appetite. It affects the iron absorption. So, and even if they eat certain food, the food alone is not enough for let them get all the nutrients that when they need in the body. So because of that, then they always be anemic. But like you mentioned, multivitamins is very good, especially when you get mild or moderate anemia. It can really help for build up the system. Because the iron is very good for the immune system. The iron they help for build the immune system. So if you not get iron, your immune system they go down and you prone to so many things like infection. So it's very good. Iron is a very good element in the body where we all need forget always.
Okay, so now waiting the signs. What do you go know? Like when people like ask how I go know say something like this don't happen to me. Because while they salon, I get one person and my friend. He get picky, not a small picky, a big woman. He don't sick in body, they don't enable for tinap, always they feel dizzy, he not able for do anything, he not get energy. And you know say the sick the ways they salon or all over the world, especially the non-communicable disease the way we they get, not so infectious disease or the non-communicable disease the way we get all over the world, they all get like similar symptoms. Now this will happen to you if you get malaria, you get fever. If you say you go get fever, you get cold, you tired, you not get energy. If you get diabetes, you get the same thing. If you get hypertension, you get headache. You know all them things and they're all intertwined somehow.
Yes.
Waiting at the thing where if we talk to people in a salon say if you feel this way, if you feel this way, if you feel this way, that means say you red blood cells they're not too much. Or before we go into the red blood cell thing, we tell them say you blood iron nine are the problem where you get that make you feel so. You iron not rich, you blood not rich iron, that make you feel so. You anemic, you lack iron and you blood. Waiting at the signs and symptoms the way person go feel for make he feels it may know say that something like this they happen to her.
Okay, well, there are so many symptoms and day for anemia, so many signs and symptoms and day where you might not feel all the symptoms, but if you get 2 or 3, they feel 2 or 3 of them symptoms and day, it's really good for let you go check yourself.
Yes.
Let you check and find out really what thing they make you do. For example, when you become anemic, you they tire.
Okay.
You they feel for sleep all the time. You know. When you want for go do something, they get the feeling for go do
energy.
You know, get no energy at all. You know, they get appetite. When it get worse, they be able to concentrate. They lost concentration. And when you anemic for a very long time, it's detrimental to health because it affects your heart. It make your heart beat fast. It make you get palpitation, and that is not good. Sometimes, if it really worse, it go make you faint, and it go make you dizzy. You go pale, your eye go white. You go get sometimes your tongue will even swell and painful. Yeah, when you really low of iron, for certain people, your ear go begin to fall off.
Wow.
Now your head or sometimes you even get patches of white tear. And that all are because of lack of iron.
Okay.
So there are a lot of symptoms. So really not for ignore if you, because I know say sometimes the busy work life, you know, you go say, now because I get busy lifestyle,
Yes.
I tire at this. But if it is tiredness, they continue persistently. If you don't rest, you don't wake, you don't rest, still the tiredness not they go away. I go advise for let you go check why they feel so tired all the time.
Thank you very much, Bintu. You see, what you they talk so not true. Me, where I get belly, another day outside crowd day. I dey feel dizzy. I can even get blackout. If I not sit up quick, I go for them. And I be no say this not something will be serious. So until I can this country where I get belly, where they go do me iron count because I go tell me midwife say me eye they turn me eye dark. I can just feel like na darkness a day. If I not sit up quick, I go for them. Then I the fainting.
Yes.
But the dizziness you day.
Yes.
So now when they do the blood test for me, now they say, your iron count very low. Now I say, oh, all me picking they were born in Africa, so now this be they happen. So that they before even kill me. If I'm not being well to do, I be they eat properly. Because I think say the eat what they eat me, now that be help me. But imagine they see somebody in a salon, they get big bowl of rice. The rice bowl big like a head. Now small soup they pat up with small fish. What's nutrients where that food they get?
You know get.
They not get no nutrients. So this now with people that vulnerable, we need for the educate them on anything here. So then again, this my friend will be they tell you say in Peking sick. Way over 30 years. He go hospital, they say do blood test. You know, say the blood test themselves go there then 60, 70, sometimes 140 for just do blood test them. When you not get money for do that blood test, what you they do? You they go back na us. Then you say I don't go hospital, then say they're not sick. They're not sick because the sick where you person gets, pass them do blood test. Not to say that for anemia, pass them do blood test.
Yes.
If they not do blood test, you go back now. You they go now say, let go na church. Let them go pay panel for me. Because the money for do the blood test high. So what do they try for encourage you people them now for let them actually do proper tests when they're sick.
Yes.
Because if you just say they go, the doctor mark medicine for you without some sickness, then without proper blood tests, you're not able for diagnose. Some people they go now, then they tell the doctor say na malaria again, na typhoid again. They know they wait, let them do tests. They say, oh, now this have been suffered from 3 months ago. Now the same thing they suffer from. When sometimes go be say now 2 different things you they suffer from now. So on that note, we want for welcome the one that we don't join we viewers family, we viewers there who don't join we welcome una, we tell una thank you, una share the video because this video very important. So we they do with people in a salon not get money for they go do regular blood tests or regular health checks. So what we they do, we they talk to them, say supplements are very, very important. Whether you get money, you not get money, go na cost recovery na Corners Hospital, where it comes to vitamins and get inside them small white packet them, then go give you. If you take that day at least once 2 months, you know say you B levels them go day up, you foliates and day up, you get vitamins and minerals that your body will go make, you not go get you not go perish. On that note, I want for make we watch a short video where they tell we about anemia. Let una self say yeah, you go through the talk about now. So let una know say not so make up with the make up this. And the spelling of anemia, na 2 way either the American spelling there, the British spelling there. So this way they on the screen now na ANAEMIA. The other one they went just ANEMIA. I know some people and they watch and go say, oh, not so this spelling I know, now the other spelling I know, but all not the same word. Only that the Americans then get their own different way, the British they get a different way, but now the same thing where they talk about you red blood cells then low, we go make the oxygen except for your body they take in. If you not get good red blood cells, you anemic, the oxygen not go reach your organs then and you tissue them and then go make them perish. You go always tire, you lack concentration. Possibly they talk to yourself, you might not even day wait till they talk to you. You always tired, you lack of concentration, you they feel dizzy. If that thing they happen to you, not saying a malaria or typhoid, go hospital, go do blood test. Because for anemia, you they see when you go to a doctor, he open your eye, so it look inside, he say your eye pale, you not get blood. but the most thing for do now forget a blood test. We're going to tell you the levels, how low you red blood cells, because without them, you're not able to survive. And if you blood, you anemia go to the worst level, it will even kill you, because it will make your heart not go function properly. You dey get heart failure, you die. So all NT are so important. Salone, all man they cry ulcer. Salone, all man they cry, all kinds sick, all man they cry, but nobody know they go for do proper blood test. If fine for where they talk, and so let people they not take me for wrong. Say I they dictate to people then, but for let you get well body, you get for do them thing and day, because you as an adult, your health now you hand a day. That's a government go make you well. Now you own responsibility for your health. So for anemia, people that were old, beginning where they under 5, couple of months, weeks ago, I be present on parasites, so they didn't picking and belly like they were warm. You get tapeworm, you get hookworm, you get threadworm, so picking and they get. When picking eats food, then worms and they not in gut boku boku. Then they eat all the food that the picking they eat. The nutrients that they reach to the picking. You go see the picking in white, so in belly don't big before her. They say it also for malnutrition. From that malnutrition, it gets anemia, because no food that they reach now in body, the worm then they eat all. If you go hospital na salon, you don't get money for do blood test. You don't get your picking go back now. Or see they go die, because some sickness they pass you do blood test before you know. So on that note, I want to watch that short video where they tell you about anemia, just for boost up what we don't say all this time. So let me watch the video, please. Thank you.
If you have anemia, your blood does not carry enough oxygen to the rest of your body. The most common cause of anemia is not having enough iron. Your body needs iron to make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is an iron-rich protein that gives the red color to blood. It carries oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body. Anemia has 3 main causes: blood loss, lack of red blood cell production, and high rates of red blood cell destruction. Conditions that may lead to anemia include heavy periods, pregnancy, ulcers, colon polyps or colon cancer, inherited disorders, a diet that does not have enough iron, folic acid or vitamin B12, blood disorders such as sickle cell anemia and thalassemia, or cancer, aplastic anemia, a condition that can be inherited or acquired, and G6PD deficiency, a metabolic disorder. Anemia can make you feel tired, cold, dizzy, and irritable. You may be short of breath or have a headache. Your doctor will diagnose anemia with a physical exam and blood tests. Treatment depends on the kind of anemia you have.
Okay, una thank you. I also una don't watch that short video, and the same thing we will talk about. Una see say no difference on the nine talk about. You dey get headache, you go feel dizzy, you go feel cold if you get low iron counts. When they cause this anemia. So now we don't talk about for mild anemia. You say we can take supplements, we go take vitamins. Where the moderate one? When I say you get moderate anemia.
The moderate anemia, when you get mild, moderate, and severe anemia. Mm-hmm. So when you get a severe anemia, that needs really a medical attention. Mm-hmm. You need treatment for that. For the treatment for anemia, the more first line of treatment always na oral supplement, like them vitamins, the way they talk about. So but them vitamins, then it depend on the condition where you get.
Okay.
It depends on the condition where you get, meaning the kind of sick where you get, where they make you, they become anemic, or where they make you become low in iron.
Mm-hmm.
So certain condition there where you get the oral supplements in not they work. For example, the one that will get problem with their gut, where they bleed now their gut.
Mm-hmm.
So anything like the one that will get Crohn's disease, colitis, they absorb iron very well. So the oral iron, I force them to use, but the oral iron, the oral supplements, is not for everybody. Some people then go tolerate them, some not go tolerate them because of the side effects where the oral iron gets.
Mm-hmm.
So then go try you first with oral iron or oral supplements or vitamins, especially the iron. So if you tolerate them very well, you will continue on them. But sometimes plenty people they know they like the taste and this effect way they make today, they make them belly they add, they make them they feel all that kind of way. So they're not able, so the other treatment where they go for now like a intravenous iron, where they go give them, where then they go help them when they get no bad side effects. Then if you get mild anemia, you can just take oral supplements or multivitamins, then they go help you. Even to moderate anemia. But such other condition like a kidney problem, if you get kidney problem, oral iron or oral supplements not helpful at all because in order for absorb.
Okay.
So now the conditions and if you get if now the woman them where they bleed, where get the fibroids, then can put them on iron tablets for some time. Sometimes they're not tolerate them. But if it becomes so severe, then can end up forget iron intravenous iron. So now these are some of the treatment then for mild, moderate, and severe anemia. But sometimes if you're so severely anemic, you not get no blood. Pass then get for go give blood transfusion. Pass then go give blood transfusion. And as we know, we not get enough blood donors them. So forget blood, it's not easy. So the only way is try for keep on top of your iron level. By like waiting SALONE, they say, if you know say you get certain conditions, like you get problem with your heart, you get kidney problem, you get problem with your belly, you get pregnant woman, so go they take the supplements them. Go they take the supplements them, not wait till you get to that stage day. So now down there, now the kind of treatment then where we were able to look at in terms of the anemia management them.
Okay, thank you very much, Bintu. We did on live today on Voice of SALONE TV, where they talk about anemia, the condition where you get, where your red blood cells they're very low, they not get iron, you lack energy, concentration, you they feel dizzy, you go get heart problem, or if you get heart problem, you get low iron count, it's not fine for you. If you get renal failure or something for do with your kidney, if you not get enough iron in your system, then the back now go fine for you. So now I make we encourage people then for let them take lots of vitamins, multivitamins, because really we not they depend on food again for making boost the iron up. So and if you didn't have Mama SALONE, for everybody vitamin, that small packet so they send a corner hospital now work, and not go say then tell you say go buy blood when I almost 100,000 pass the inevitable now go happen, you get for die. So before that time that they reach, you get for make sure say you they take your supplements them, you eat good if you're able, you know, like what they always say. Then disease, yeah, so then chronic condition, yeah, so not just things the way we they do. Even people the way they drink too much alcohol.
Yes.
When you drink too much alcohol, you become alcoholic. When you grab first in the money, the first way they wash your face with the alcohol. When you sick, your vitamin levels, your iron levels, everything in your body don't go. Now they go put them on thiamine, they go put them on folic acid, they go put them on Bico, Be Strong, all that day. You go not say the alcohol where they drink, where you go now your body, not so food though. Before that, the thing that way meets your body way good. Now they destroy. So now they give them all the supplements and they thiamine, a vitamin, where then they give people that way depend on alcohol, the folic acid, everybody, whether you then at the diaspora or you in Africa, if you foliate them good, You get, especially where they are, where sun not they born with, like where sun they born in Africa. You need for top yourself up with your vitamin D. B12, very good for energy levels. You get your folic acid. Like what I mean, they talk about with homocysteine levels. If you get your foliates, they up top notch. Not so feke sick they can't hold you. But if you get you not get vitamins, you got your mineral levels not good, your electrolyte levels them very bad. Any small sequel can on you they pass it because that's now they boost up your immune system. But where down the self you don't make it don't go bad, then where small sequel you no more, it don't go bad. And people that way they go back for go do operations. That mean that they do blood tests. They say, let us see what's in you iron levels, or let us see how much blood you get. Because they just go say you get this belly, we need for go do operation, or you get hernia, we get for do operation. No, they're going for go check you if your iron levels are good, if your food blood count come top notch, then you fine. They go do the operation. If not so that day, the doctor go tell you say no, you not get better blood, so I know they operate. Because you know the way they operate, bleeding can come, then you can't die at the operating theater. So what's in they do? Then they send you, say, go do all them blood tests. So Maki can, oh, I don't do me blood tests, I don't got the doctor say, no, go do me operation because like this, like that. No, now because you not get the blood how they want and that may. Now we get people that we don't join with Janet. I like folate, so Janet, top up with folic acid. 5 milligrams a day is good for you. I'm able to read the other comments then, but I know say Mohammed we don't join when we be big boss na VOS. Okay. So when I always don't join, I welcome una and when I share the video, let people they watch. But on that note, I want for make we listen to one of our sponsors. Then now after that we go come back for talk a bit. Okay. Ernestine, Satu don't join. Matako don't join. Good afternoon, VOS family. Josephine, when are all welcome. We talk about anemia. Matilda say I used to be, but I keep up on it. However, because I'm not a creature eater, I have to take supplement. That's another thing. Creature eaters and non-creature eaters. Some people that they were not vegetarians then.
Yes.
What you go advise like Matilda J. Cole say in a vegetarian, and that's it they say we they eat beef. Mm-hmm. So because you can get some supplements of vitamins and from the red meat, although they say instead we not for eat plenty. Yeah. So what you go advise somebody we're not so a creature eater. Janet Mata say I'm learning to eat meat now. Yeah, just a bit, not a lot, just a bit for me. It keep the body going, Yes, ma. Well, body na gentry. Yes, Josephine. When you get well body, now you go know say you gentry because when you know well, anything where you get, you're not able for enjoy and so well body na gentry. So I want you talk more about the one that we're not so creature eaters, we're not vegetarians them, because now everything all they eat polluted. Yes. So wait till we go advise with sister like when you say so, in not a creature eater. Wait till we go tell people that we go just decide say, well now me want for be vegetarian. Waiting them for do for let they not lack iron at them body.
Well, yes, because not everybody they eat meat now. We get we own vegetarians and because they get the plant-based hemoglobin, where now more of leaves and plants. So they can always advise for the greeny leaves like spinach or equivalent to SALONE. We get green leaves there. We get plenty green leaves them. Like kuplasas they eat. So they serve them full of iron. It depends on how you they cook them. But you can use some of the leaves them, the green leaves mainly because some plants get more iron than other plants them or other vegetables them. So you always go for the iron rich plants or vegetables. That will help boost your iron level up.
Okay, thank you very much. Like people like you say this potato leaf, just cut her, you put your ogiri inside, you spread it on top your rest, or you can make in no more. But we will be in a village, they can just spread the potato leaf on top the rest, they cut and big, they put ogiri inside, they not even put anything, they make it nice. And they cook and say it overcook. Now the thing would they overcook with food them, and they lost all the nutrients. When you cook potato leaf, when you cook where you cook green, if for they give you that bush where they eat them. But if you eat, you live, you don't die. That means that all the nutrients that were inside don't
so
go.
not overcook.
Not overcook, you live. Now gonna make you get a bit of nutrients or the vitamins that where they you know don't kill them. So for who that them don't decide say they know they eat meat again, you go ask before you make that decision. They are not saying you don't ask say now that I know they eat meat when I go get loads of vitamins. What I go do? Like what sister say. In now the supplements that they take, and I make if you see her, it well, it fine, in body nice for look because it fortifies them with vitamin. Not for the markets say, oh, Matilda don't be vegetarian, me say I want be vegetarian. You get for look, waiting that mean, waiting that you get for take because if you not do the right thing, your body go always sick. Any small sick can now only the pass with.
And whether you get underlying condition.
Yeah, you know if you get heart condition, you get lung condition,
or you heavy bleeder,
or you know possibly where you monthly messes the car you get for bleed tumors. You know, even people that will get fibroids, they say they at risk. People will get sickle cell, they at risk because the red blood cells and then they now we blow bone marrow not so. And then get the red blood cells and they therefore rich in iron. But if they're not reaching iron, I mean, they cry with pain and picking away their sickle cells. Then they cry in pain, their body, they heart, and the bone, they say me bone they heart because the bone marrow not get enough blood cells the way it need. You know, the oxygen back because they not get iron, the oxygen not they go, which is supposed for go to the blood. So they're always in pain. So if you picking get sickle cell, you get SALONE because SALONE will not say, then get baku picking and they will get sickle cell. If you begin get sickle cell, you did SALONE, do ya? Tell you doctor, make you look the vitamin. Hello, caller. Who's side they call from? And
hello, Madam Salome. This is Janet Martha Musa.
Hi, Janet. Good evening.
Yes, you darling friend. I just want to say to you, thank you very much for this program because, honestly speaking, I don't say I don't rely on a lot of stuff that way you don't say. And when I go to my doctor, they able to help me because when we first spoke, you and I, it was based on stomach health. I tell you about how they feel and this and that, you know. And so when I went to my doctor, he able to tell me, able to do blood tests and everything, and has been to the talk, you know. He just like I say, just read back to me, always think the doctor been on tell me. You know, and the one thing I want to say here today, this is a secret with a lot of girls that we grow up. You know, I was 13 years old. I began for diet because I wanted to be slim. I was the fattest person in my home. And from that 15 years, they said I don't turn 60, so it has affected my health. You know, I need to eat this, I need to eat that, I need to eat this. And the doctor just sent me to a nutritionist, you know. Salome, something you said, if you want to find out if you're not, if you so much not agree with certain kind of foods, doctor say, okay, let's me send you to the nutritionist a whole month. Nutritionist that asked me for a report on paper, all which I eat. When the nutritionist can look at which I eat, he said to me, Miss Musa, why are you killing yourself? He said, no wonder you are anemic because I never go do some tests for see if I get bleeding in my stomach or whether my kidneys and they bleed or whatever. The doctor undergo a range of tests them. Because I never know say this anemia they come out. But you know, and as being to the stage just now, you get a flake of gray here. I started having that when I was like 14, 15. And people in there, also me, they provoke me, say, you're not a born old woman. But what I didn't know was my anemia has started from those days. You know, so I want to say to una blessed, you know, ladies, una really, una study. Not only for una self, but una we they listen to una, we they benefit from una. And you know, I cannot say thank you enough. I will say thank you. When I keep up this good work, when they save lives. I mean, all this dizziness Binti talks about, I've had that. I feel dizzy. If I work, like I said, the also turn upside down with me. A lot of stuff has happened to me over the years. I am tired, you know. And I said, doctor said, well, Miss Musta, yeah, excuse me, you know, you iron very low. You let it eat and then they eat meat and then they eat this. There's so much education I don't get tonight. I want to say to my ladies, as beautiful as you girls are, that's all I bring the work. I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Let me go back so we comment we come online, please. Iron can be hard on the stomach. It took me years to find the right fit. Yes. I eat, however, not like your average person. Mine is limited. I eat lots of spinach and fish and seafood. Good. I am not vegetarian, only that I don't eat meat. And if I do, I eat it once or 2 times a year or none at all. I eat lots of fish and other stuff. I take my supplements. I also drink milk, so I also don't drink milk. So
you have it.
You have it. Yeah, so it's good, because now even we get small weight and they tell we about red meat, but now make they do this program for let people that know certain things, and they way it then at the back of your mind, because if you did send at the diaspora, somebody where I believe say wear red, what they're waiting for do. But some things that already happen to you, see, they send at the back of your mind, say, this not so naughty. But when we pinch and talk about them, then say this way they people are so they talk, now the right thing. So technical, we can listen to one of we sponsors then please, before we come back and continue this talk on the iron levels where they make you anemic and waiting for do where you get this anemia. We sponsors them please.
Cotton Tree Pharmacy is your new trusted provider of pharmacy services in Sierra Leone. You can count on Cotton Tree Pharmacy for genuine quality brand name and generic medicines. Guaranteed refills for prescriptions issued by doctors in Sierra Leone or abroad. Door-to-door medication delivery service in Freetown and beyond. Free health education. Have you heard about our Diaspora Medicine Connect? With Cotton Tree Pharmacy's Diaspora Medicine Connect, anyone can pay for your prescription online. Bring your prescription to 17 Pademba Road. Collect an invoice. Send your invoice to your sponsor in the diaspora. Your sponsor pays for your prescription online. We deliver your medication to you. For quality prescription and medications, visit Cotton Tree Pharmacy at 17 Pademba Road in Freetown. Have questions? Call our pharmacist on WhatsApp at 030-611-664 or visit our website at www.cottontreemedicalgroup.com. Come to Cotton Tree Pharmacy. We are ready to fill your next prescription.
Okay, now welcome back. We did live on VOS TV. Me now health producer Salome Heights. Today we did with Miss Bintu Bangura, when I the specialist anemia nurse na King's College Hospital, Denmark Hill, London. When they talk about anemia, that me experience, I don't go free time for 5 months. I know say lots of people they're anemic, but they're not able to do the proper blood test for me. They tell them say now this they do them. People now they eat properly nowadays because it's very difficult for them. You eat a well balanced diet. We go get all your proteins, all your vitamins and minerals, less carbohydrate, less fats and oils. All we need for do na SALONE, for me we know the classification of we food them and how for do and but as I talk and self, it's fine for make a talk but not so everybody able for afford that well balanced diet. So what they tell people that for do depend on your supplement. If you know they eat better, like what I say, people that they eat something one fish they cook for the whole family. The papa get forget half of that because now they put the chop money. The mommy sometimes they eat nothing safe. Like away they crave. All that we don't see. Oh mama they not get dish for themselves. Outside and sit down dish the rest. The one way they eat none than young. So we need for encouraging people that especially with over 50s or over 60s for let them take food supplements or vitamins because they're good. So if you not somebody where they feel dizzy, you they get that light head, you hear the turn as you say, you they feel like say you they can't faint, you heart the beat fast, you they say I get palpitation, you hate the heart, you they get pain at your bone, your chest, you belly the heart, your joints and the heart. Not say oh na arthritis na old age, you get picky when they grow fine. It bente no more, you know they grow anything when you see this weekend just bente. Sometimes you say big person, you they blow, so as you walk as small, you begin feel like say you're not able for breathe. You go see your skin they pale, you they really see say your skin pale because you not get blood your hands are always cold, your foot they're always cold, you tired, you get that weakness there, you don't get energy for do anything. Do ya? If you get all the symptoms, yeah, so I want for me you go to hospital. We get people there, every household. Now one household and this mama salon where they not get person in the diaspora. Before you lie, say, oh, send money for me, I sick. Do ya? Where they send that money for you, just go do blood tests. Even for just check on yourself. Because yeah, every year we will go for with MOT. Then just like when you get motor car, where you don't run for the whole year. You they go look if the tire good, if the engine they work fine, if you seat belt they work fine. And so we supposed to do with body. Whether you don't eat the whole year, the 1 year, you go say, let go Ramsey or let go Connaught, let go do me test. Let's see what thing they happen to me. Because as to the age, hey, your kidneys them, the function go be limited. Everything where you get, the functions they be limited as you they grow older. How you have to be the pump like horse. Some man go tell you, even when you do mommy and daddy business, how you been get power as you they grow older, the power they go down. That means some people can take vitamin. So vitamins are very good for me. We take for everything that we body. Because if you anemic, your blood cell, your red blood cells are low, your whole body they shut down. And all them bad sick here so they cancel you. So now we could talk today about anemia, how important it is. Without you red blood cells and they up notch, you go sick. So take it the dizziness what they talk about, the fainting what they talk about. Sometimes you not get no other sickness. This anemia no more. There you faint, you fall, you knock your head some sides. You know they grab again. But what do they say? Then I which God I don't fire with. Or then I inmates don't do something. Or oh, this are the family because you don't build this house, the family so now they want killer. Because alone, once they see don't no more, you go hospital say I can't do test. Because the money no dey. Even when they're sick, for let them go do blood test, no problem. Where I go there at this salon this 5 months, the way people then they die for just small thing, just because they're not doing the proper investigation. Picking and they were 5 years and under, then they for them some kind for them. I've been telling this story some weeks ago. This picking decide where they now so soon. They picking for them, even the big people that way they feel the for them. That picking they get fever. Before they come and go hospital, they not come and go hospital. They come and go to one corner, their neighbor where now be in mercy, in the cell, not to not safe. They say let the man treat the picking. The man say with waiting. Oh, just get injection, painkiller. The man say almost when I bring 10,000. 10,000 go buy painkiller. When I go bring more money, they bring more money, you can't get injection. The picking get fever, say they come and go hospital. By the time they did 2-3 days, the picking die. That for the way for them. They don't know what it happen inside. I mean, they bleed inside. What it happen to her? Small picking them. You know, we know say some people that they shy away from the hospital because of bad experience. And they talk this every day. But now you best place for go. Maybe that day they know you not to young term for die, or not to that you picking young term for die. You go meet somebody where gets sorry heart. You go meet a nurse or a doctor where really believe in pleasure made for save life. Sometimes that person they got mark for you that day, you go meet them, they go treat you fine. So let not shy away from the hospital. If you get any of their symptoms there, what don't talk about. Do ya? Now for me, you able for go hospital, let them do that test here for you. Like why they say this everybody, almost everybody in a salon, get somebody in the diaspora. Before you say you lie, they send money for you for buy clothes. Sometimes the way the year don't round, that Christmas bonus they send for you. Go do blood test. See how your body they work. You hear they hurt you all the time. It means so many things. You belly dry all the time. It means something because it they happened to you before. All time you had the palpitate. Now something wrong. You need to go do investigation. Anything will happen to you more than 3 days. When no blood happen to you, do ya? Now cause for me you go hospital. The hospital them boku at salon. Them bokute, the nurses them bokute, the doctors themselves them boku. We go able for attend to we. They're not boku and pass mark, but then they where if you go to them, they're able for help you. So on that note, our aim is being to lay more emphasis again on this anemia for we. Waiting we really need for know and waiting we for do as advice to the people that way they salon. Because anemia, nothing back way is serious. If your blood not get iron, it's like now just water, then now your body,
Yes.
they not go work for you fine.
Okay, yes, anemia really serious, but now something where we always dey ignore, not dey say and say now something way serious. Anemia, when you get them for a long time, you know, take care of them, you know, look after your anemia, it can even get to make you not even feel for make my and daddy business.
Really?
Yes, it can make you become impotent for the young man there or the man them. So anemia really serious. So if you know say you get any medical condition, like a problem with your heart, any medical condition, because certain medication them, they affect the absorption of the iron in the body. So that they make you anemia, just the medication the way they take. So if you get any medical condition, you know say you they take certain medication, they get medical condition, it go always advisable, they check your hemoglobin or iron level every 3 months. Because by doing that, you go able to know whether also you level day in terms of your hemoglobin, in terms of your iron level. So you go always find for lady check her every 3 months. And also for the people that will like for doing coffee and tea, when they drink coffee and tea, it's fine for doing coffee and tea, but then they affect the absorption of the iron. So when you don't eat, you get for wait at least half an hour to 45 minutes or even to an hour before you go drink tea or coffee. Because you don't eat then you drink tea, it affects the absorption of the iron. So then back now that thing where una get for they reduce and watch out if you know say they're at risk of becoming anemic or low iron, reduce the tea, or maybe after when you don't eat, you drink your tea or you drink your coffee. And also always they go for blood test every 3 months. If you're not too serious, every year it good back for lady check them. And if you know say back you get problem with the iron absorption, if you're anemic all the time, take supplements. Take supplement. Now wait till you get worse. Because when you get worse, it's more expensive, and sometimes you're not able to afford the treatment. So because when you anemic is really serious, you go end up forget blood transfusion, or you go end up forget intravenous iron. So for avoid all that, try for eat healthy, try for eat the right thing that we get enough iron, and try for make sure say your iron levels they're all there on top. They take the supplement them all the time.
Okay, like you say, I can use some big words then at the thing where people like you say with people that are salon, maybe they're not go they're not full, but because the word new to them, then you doubt what you they try for say. What would they say your body not able for absorb the iron?
Yes.
Because when we eat food, it turn all that in there. We get the protein, they go inside, we burn and they for growth. The carbohydrates where you eat, it go make you get energy, not so.
Yes.
The fats and oil, so they eat, like you eat butter, you eat cooking oil, you eat palm oil, like they under the layer of your skin where they make you get a small warm, your body not go cold. So all this they don't absorb, they don't go inside and they now how your body they take the iron and put outside is supposed for day. So by absorption we mean your body not able for take the iron where they na the food where you don't eat for make it go na the side where it's supposed for go.
Yes.
It not a mix. Now we mean. So the iron they no more so for itself, you know they go inside supposed for go, you know they mix with all other things inside your body do ya. Now that's what we mean. Because people like you say, you they use big word and waiting as COPD, we can get all them call them, not so in a bad way, like you just will break and down so that people then at salon will understand more. So I don't know if we get more or new people that online for them, we welcome them. Tell them say today we did on VOS, we did talk about anemia and how serious it be as a health condition, because if your blood not gets iron, you will get lots of complications where even go tell on your heart, you go tell on your kidney, even mommy and daddy business, you go suffer with that. Because energy, you know, the what you go do. What you go do, you go just start like you know with yourself. So yeah, you need for make sure say you get good thing. Yeah, Matilda, we don't read this. It say not so vegetarian, but you just go low on the meat. And at that day we they say Anaema say we welcome you to the VOS family. We know say you know a member. So we hope say we're going to share the video for we people in our salon for men and watch. And anemia. I want to talk about anemia, because I don't go salon, I see what's in the happen. When you sick, you go hospital, you doctor say, hey, you need for can do blood test. If you not do that blood test, what's it ever do you? They're not able for no. And one thing, now this anemia. Now you blood not get iron. Your red blood cells then very low. Like last week, or the week before the cancer day, we'll talk about cancer, we'll talk about the cells then, they multiply uncontrollably, where you're not able for control them, they just they multiply, then go bumps on side and form a tumor. So we body, it they work with the cells then, you red blood cells, they're good, you white blood cells, then they're not for plenty. If they're plenty no more, you don't get problem. And when you sick, you go hospital, you know somebody self able for afford. The most common medicine that they give where you get anemia and a ferrous sulfate, not so.
Yes.
Then they coat and self with sweet, where you not go say self it bitter. But some people the way they drink that they buy, then they constipate their body, yes. Them belly, the guy they're not able for go toilet. Yes. So that they back they make people they're not agree for drink, and they say this medicine here, when you drink you put a black tea, and then you they constipate, you're not able for go toilet every day. So when see what they tell you, if you say they say you get anemia, they mark that you ferrous sulfate there for you. Do ya now for done the whole cause where they say that you take up. If you take half, you left the other half, when you never say no more me hide a turn on a this they do me, you say, that can't see they happen to me, yeah, the mayor so you then give me. Next month you get for buy other one. Because the dose where they say that you take, you not take all, you don't make good John, you don't give away. Wait 10 weeks, they come back. It just had the people that wait and they put on antibiotics. So then they get bad chest infection. As they don't take 2-3 days, the body don't better. They put on. You know they well. That infection they go come back. You get gonorrhea, you get chest infection, you get any infection where they mark you prescribe medication. Take the full dose. Not take half, you take half. If you take half, the sick they come back. And that half where you keep, you drink and it not a still work for you, because it's not a cause where you get for take the full cause. Because salon, everybody in a doctor, everybody get medicine and cupboard. As this person say me hear the heart. You hear when the heart is a different kind of headache. This person in hear the heart has a high blood pressure again, and they get very bad headache in the back of in head. So then a migraine again and your forehead headache. So say you na constipation you get headache. You take that emergency, you pass her and give the other person. That they say they kill. If you don't know say that person get liver problem, you go get you structural painkiller where then give you kill her. You know they go talk say that maybe get emergency for the one whole week. So then we left for transfer medicine to people then. Anything where we talk about, we can always give them small advice here. So left for transfer you medicine to posting. And we say where they at the diaspora. Oh, they go, we have medicine that they don't give we with a packer will go give with people then. Well, now they ask how they turn, we just they go give them. What is the cause of low blood? Okay, ferrous sulfate and vitamin C for absorption. Okay, somebody asked what are the cause of low blood. We get any idea about that? Low blood?
Wait. Okay.
It's not clear. Not so low blood, low blood pressure, low blood count. Low blood, they different.
Now where the bone marrow, because the bone, now they the red blood they come out the blood, now they make the blood.
Yes.
So if the bone marrow, you know they work fine, you know they able to make plenty blood. So now then they so because of certain condition then where you get sometimes the problem with who side they make the blood problem the bone marrow if you cancer they because they get some blood cancer them where they affect the bone marrow for they not make enough red blood cell. Then also the hormone where the kidney they produce, if you know they produce enough of that hormone you know they able to get enough red blood cells. So these are some of the causes where you know they able to forget where they get low blood. And also sickle cell, like Salome mentioned. Sickle cell, the blood, they make the bone marrow, they make the bloods them, but they're not normal. They're abnormal, they're sickle. So as then they come now, so then they get destroyed. As then they come now, so then as then they make them, because the blood they last for 120 days. So after every 3 months we change the blood. Every 3 months we change the blood. But sometimes the blood not they last up to 120 days. So that they make back you become anemic. So nadande.
So I hope say that question, that person will ask what it causes low blood. I hope say you understand that what it mean to try for say was in the bone marrow now they will they manufacture with blood them. If you get something like sickle cell where you young cells them instead of it round, it's sickle na half moon instead of it be full moon. If that didn't happen to you, you're not able to forget that kind of blood day where you supposed to forget. So you always get, let's say, low blood counts. Even when I do you FBC, or when they will say full blood counts, when they do and they go see say some abnormalities and then you blood, or not because you cells them or you get some underlying problem where they make you body not they produce the blood where it's supposed for produce. So now that's all. Now we cells them all come back to we cells them. Because like possibly now a sickler in your cells and sickle and not able for medical blood where it gets in red blood cells they're not healthy. Now make always they get that kind of pain day. So forget low blood counts again. You need for fortify yourself with vitamins and you iron levels and everything. If that they be you levels and go come always and they say you get low blood counts, you need for no talk to your doctor say always at the kind tell me say I get low blood counts waiting for do. Because now the doctors are all over the world now the same. Now 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes they're there with you. But the same way you don't tell them, say doctor now this, they don't for doing prescription. But because you they pay for you treatment, go tell and say now this they do me, send me for blood tests or waiting they happen to me. They explain to you. Doctors and they give patient a medication. So say they mark the first 10. You go by that 10 and then I tell you say this is a chronic thing you get for the buy this medicine for the rest of your life. The people that say back when they go, when you see them giving the 10, it don't done. They sit up. When you go ask them, when you marry, say they be marked, and I've been 10, it be done. When you done, you bow that one. No, the doctor not tell me for bow that one. So it's a chronic lifelong disease where you get, or a chronic lifelong condition where you get, where you supposed to get that medicine, they like somebody with hypertensive, then prescribe for amlodipine. It's a lifelong chronic disease. You get for take them medicine and then for the rest of your life. Until maybe it change in lifestyle. If you get too much weight, you put that in weight, it reduce in salt, you know, then it come back and begin reduce from maybe from 10 milligrams to 5. But you know they just wean yourself off medication. So now that's not the thing what they try for tell with people them anything do you go to the right medical professional. All man na SALONE and nurse gets in your small thing way able for do. Most of the nurses and are volunteers. So what thing they do, then they sell them medicine. That medicine they in a bag and they go up and down with sun they beat and rain they beat and it's a way get to you now nonsense you they take because all the power and the medicine don't the potency don't go low. So then a medicine where they expire, you don't know. So that we know how we they take care of yourself. Not a government they take care of your health. Well, but in a gently where you want for live long, it depends on how you live your life. So today we talk about anemia. And we want for, I don't know if we get more people we don't join we. If not, we can listen to we next sponsor in video and then we can wrap up now. Thank you.
You can be my brother. You can be my friend. Have you been looking for a place to get quality education but don't know how or where? Canadian College of Modern Technology, situated at 1 Silicon Hills, Mile 91, opposite former Camp Charlie, is the right place for you. Canadian College of Modern Technology, an affiliate of Jala University, is a fully accredited college with a Tertiary Education Commission (TEC) and a National Commission for Technical, Vocational, and Other Academic Awards (NCTVA). We provide world-class tertiary education in computer science, business administration, mass communication, business information technology, Microsoft Server Administration, networking, database administration, building and construction, and other professional educational courses. Apart from its conducive environment, which makes it suitable for learning, Canadian College of Modern Technology is proud of its experienced local and international staffs. Come and experience a transformational learning environment, fully equipped with CCTV cameras, a world-class electronic library with the latest Anaema computers for collaborative learning and research, and access to high-speed internet service throughout the campus. And guess what? Canadian College of Modern Technology is the first college in Sierra Leone to operate the first educational purpose-only television and radio station for its mass communication students. Come and be part of this historic experience. We have reserved a space for you. You want to know more? CCMC provides 24 hours electricity from a solar harvest power supply system with a backup generator. This highly secure campus also have a canteen, student hostels with clean pipe-borne water. Canadian College offers many more amenities for our students to help make learning a good experience. For more information, contact us on these numbers: 079 630 407 or 099 140 208. If you want to succeed, Canadian College will exceed your expectations. Canadian College of Modern Technology, a place where career begins.
So when I don't see, we sponsors and they talk about medication, we get country pharmacy, we get this school bag. If not, you're able for investing, for let you pick land. If find Mama Salone get so much opportunity, we get so many people. We love the country, we want let we country be number one. And for let you country be number one, you get forget a good and healthy nation. And forget a healthy nation, you get for educate you people there about their health. Not so all team pass Professor Cantina before you. We there, we don't in the diaspora for years. The little thing where we don't learn. Maybe for some people not so anything. But people then the way they appreciate just the talk what they taught and they learn so much from what they taught. We not get degrees, we not so medical doctors, but we experience at the diaspora, we experience with the medical field where we day. We able for do all what they do so. Me I can tell people then say me, I not get mama, I not get papa. I not get uncle, I not get auntie, and me and my brother. Then also tell me that the oldest self now my family, apart from my cousin them. But wait till we they do so, they go wide. People then are SALONE where we not even sabi they learn from what we they do. We they always say not to waiting SALONE don't do for you. Now waiting you go do for SALONE. Because Mama SALONE need we all waiting at the diaspora. For when we go there, which will lead to where we don't learn now and give back because everybody gets in vast experience in other areas there. But we got lots of healthcare professionals them na this country as we win a SALONE then come on na America, Australia, China, all sides. So anytime they go SALONE, go like that in small community, raise awareness of something. If self like where this coronavirus day, you get a people that you tell them waiting at this virus, how it is spread, hand washing. You touch food, you wash your hand. Before you touch food, you wash your hand. When you go to toilet, you wash your hand. We not say water back na problem na SALONE. For let people that get clean drinking water said na problem. But like I say, not to government the menu, not to government responsible for you sick. Now you self-say responsible for you sick. Now you responsible for your own health. You not get nothing. But if you get well body, you gentry. Because people then they get money. The money boku na bank te, the bank can tell them say, but this money don't boku, you not go let it small, but you know well. They cook for themselves, you know and see the food. Usai lead on, pass and turn and so, then turn and so. You're not able to do anything. So you will get well body, or they talk anything here so, now for listen, let you learn how to take care of yourself. So on that note, I will let Madam Bintu conclude for we now. Tell we, and we people in a SALONE, waiting, you can for tell them today about this anemia and waiting them for do, for let this sick here or this condition here, so not cancel them and can't kill them.
Yeah. So me family them anemia is a very serious condition. Not take them lightly, not take them say no to anything. You know, so now for always try where you know say your body not right. Always go to doctor, go check and see. Not say I just go buy medicine, no more treats, I drink them. You go fine for let you go, then go check you and see waiting they make you they tire all the time. Because anemia is very, very serious. Sometimes you go to bleed. You dey bleed, you stool very dark. You got to dey bleed. Sometimes a cancer. You don't know. So because some bleeding can cause cancer, especially when you dey bleed normal, you dey lose blood now you got. It can be bowel cancer. So now go no more to pepper doctor for they go take medicine all the time. Watch you picking them back. If the picking or they eat, they see say in stool it dark all the time, so until they bleed inside. So try for encourage and observe you picking and see if you know they eat, encourage them for they eat. And we the big people them, now they try for they find food that will rich in iron. Because like we don't mention the oral supplements, it's not always good for everybody. Some people them it not fits them. So with that they say if you dey on oral supplement, like especially iron, if you don't want for they take her every day, you can take her every other day. Then they back is fine. You can take her every day. You can start first with small one, you see how you tolerate them. Then if you see say it fit you, you go continue for the take them, but it's still okay for let take an alternative day. You take today, you take you not take the next day, you take the other day. Then enough for just reduce the side effect where they get from the iron, because the iron for some people like they give them diarrhea, for some they make them constipated. So it can go both ways. So now for try and see waiting work for you. And always go check up. If you get any medical condition where you know say a life-threatening, or even if you know life-threatening condition, anemia always then at the background. So always they not forget whether they go check your bloods, whether they check the anemia as well. So now then because some medication them they cause anemia. So now then me family that I get for now tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. This now Miss Bintu Bangura, anemia specialist nurse, now the King's College Hospital, now the United Kingdom. He don't do very well for himself. He don't be ward manager. Now he don't come out to waiting kidney. Now they to the anemia section. All the while, so when they go salon and they go do stuff inside the organization where they do things for people that with kidney. So today we they talk about anemia. Even with the nurses that are this country, where would they, or we, the people that are the diaspora, some nurses and they do loads of nights, whether they sleep enough. Even that they tell on you general well-being, even your blood production, you know, they sleep good, you they eat nonsense, odd hours, nurses them, loads of people this year no more, the people that we don't die. Some nurses and they don't die at work, you know. They go do night duty, who start their link, now they meet them down there because we know they take care of we health. So that's a salon no more for Fendi's pounds, for Fendi's dollar, we know they take care of we self. Do ya anything will happen to you for more than 24 hours, will not plans happen to you, now for go hospital. Especially we man them. Then they shy away from hospital. Because the things if they go hospital, that don't show say they're weak. Prostate cancer, they kill man them. The cancers they kill. We party then they will don't lose their husband, and this year no more where they deal with them for the rest of their life, because they not be things said bad thing will happen they left today. But we still need for take care of ourselves. We will say everything God don't mark for person in the meter. But some cancers then they, some chronic disease then they, you know they know where then they come to you. But if they do you yearly check up, they take care of yourself. Sometimes God will make you save your life. So whatever you do, go hospital and get you proper test. Not to salon no more people that they die from all them condition. Yeah, even people they die because people do not get them for go hospital, especially woman them. We get for direct there the way they draw cow for go kill away the fat. That's what you get for do. So my sister them, when I not see them, when I tire, when I direct them, let them go hospital. Anything they tell when I say do them, where you know say nothing not bland do them. Even now, my and daddy business, you see when you touch that, they tell you say every day I tire. They say no, this not so. It don't happen now. You they go hospital, they go find out what you make. You know and do me work for me. You drag you can't go hospital because if you left sit down now, you get for left and then you picking them. So on that note, we want for tell una tata and all the one that we join, Janet we phone in or my way send comments. The one that way they watch it on Facebook, the one that we watch on YouTube. We tell una all thank you. Una share the video, the people that watch. I mean, don't say anybody will wants for ferrous sulfate vitamin C. I was just giving my own treatment now. Okay, Janet. You know, I want to know if folic acid cure low blood. Folic acid they enhance you vitamin B.
Akia will answer that question.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you know, like when you dey cook, you need this pepper, you need Maggi, you need sugar, and you know what they say sugar. You need pepper, you need salt to get. So now, so the red blood cell. These are all the nutrients for make a good hemoglobin. So you need the folic acid, you need B12. So these are all nutrients way for help make you get good hemoglobin, red blood cell. Now that's folic acid they do, but folic acid not go increase your blood count, but you go help for getting healthy hemoglobin.
Yes, it will make you get you iron rich. It will make you blood rich. Yes. Folic acid, because now folates. If I like what they say, if you folates then level we're good for the body. Hey, first you go get flu, go sneeze there, you know, a whole day, nothing they do you. But if your immune system they know as first you sneeze 1, 2, 10, you said okay, try begin sneeze, you go back, you go be scatterer all side. So now that's what they say. So on that note, we want for say tata to una, we join we una share the video. I be don't say as I been say just now, anybody will get a topic where you want for me we elaborate on a topic where you know say me say this topic here is very dear to me. And they phone to Salome, they let them talk about this topic. So myself go contribute, let people that know about this. Do you not hesitate for call we? The number then they toll free for London. The manager there he go pick up. The one in Canada go pick up. The one in US go pick up. And we go talk about the topic where we all go able for talk. So on that note, you know, say thank you for the updates where we give you. Thank you very much, Sula. So we want to say tata to una until next week when we go meet again for let's talk about another topic. Feel free for sending any topic where you want for make we do. Thank you, and we say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.